Listen closely, because this is not just another video you stumbled upon. This moment is not random. This is a divine appointment. You are here because God Himself is about to speak into your darkness, into the confusion you've carried, into the questions that have burned silently in your chest. You are not watching this by accident. You are the chosen one, and the very reason you've survived everything you've survived is because heaven has marked you. For too long, you've been walking through shadows, carrying weight that nobody else could see. You've smiled in public while bleeding in private. You've given love only to be betrayed, shown loyalty only to be discarded, extended compassion only to be misunderstood. It feels like your very life has been a battlefield, where every step forward was met with resistance, where every ounce of hope was quickly tested. And in those quiet hours when the night pressed in on you, when no one else was there to hear your cries, you wondered, why me? Why do I carry so much pain? Why does it feel like the world is against me? The truth is this: it is because you are chosen. And those who are chosen never have an easy road. The storms you've walked through were never a punishment. They were proof. Proof that you carry something inside of you so powerful, so divine that darkness itself has tried to silence you. But what the enemy doesn't realize is that every wound you endured has only made you more dangerous. Every betrayal carved out a deeper well of wisdom inside of you. Every night you thought would destroy you became a training ground for the dawn that is now breaking over your life. I need you to understand this. God is not blind to your suffering. He saw the nights you wept into your pillow, too tired to pray, too broken to hope. He heard the whispers of your heart when you couldn't even form words. And while others turned their backs, He was there, steady, unshakable, patient, strengthening you even in silence. There is a reason you are still standing, and it's not luck. It's not coincidence. It's destiny. You see, when you are chosen, your life is never ordinary. There is something about you that makes people uncomfortable, even when you haven't done them wrong. They sense your light. They sense your calling. They sense that you are different, that you were not created to blend in, but to stand out. And sometimes, instead of celebrating you, they feared you. Instead of embracing you, they tried to break you. But even their attempts at breaking you have failed, because the one who formed you has declared, "No weapon formed against you shall prosper." Think back for a moment. Think of the betrayals, the heartbreaks, the financial struggles, the health scares, the family battles. Think of the seasons where you thought it was over, where you thought you couldn't take one more step. Yet here you are, breathing, listening, stronger than before, though you may not even realize it yet. What tried to destroy you has only refined you. What tried to bury you has only planted you. What tried to silence you has only sharpened your voice. And here is the prophetic truth. God is about to strengthen you in ways you cannot imagine. The dark times you've walked through are not wasted. They are being transformed into a platform for your breakthrough. Your story is about to shift from one of survival to one of triumph. Those same wounds that once made you feel disqualified will soon become the very evidence of God's power working in you. Do you know why? Because pain births purpose. Because rejection builds resilience. Because betrayal opens the door for divine elevation. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not cursed. You are chosen, and that means the delays, the heartbreaks, the silent seasons, they were all part of a greater preparation. I want you to hear me clearly. You have been walking through a night season, but the dawn is breaking. The heaviness that has pressed on your chest is about to lift. The people who laughed at you, who doubted you, who whispered behind your back, they are about to witness your rise. The same hands that tried to push you down will be forced to watch as God Himself elevates you. You will not need to seek revenge. You will not need to justify yourself. Your life will be the proof. Right now, you may still feel the weight of yesterday. You may still carry scars that no one understands. But scars are not a sign of defeat. They are a sign of survival. They are proof that the battle did not consume you. And when God strengthens you, He does not merely patch you back together. He makes you whole, stronger, wiser, more radiant than before. Beloved, listen carefully. The dark times were necessary. They stripped away false friends. They revealed who was truly for you. They taught you to lean not on your own strength, but on the one who has carried you this far. And now you are positioned for a transformation so radical, so undeniable that people will say, surely the hand of God is upon them. Even in this very moment, as these words reach your ears, something inside of you is stirring. Hope is rising again. Courage is taking root again. The fire that life tried to extinguish is being rekindled. You thought the darkness was the end, but it was only the womb of a new season, a new identity, a new chapter. And I must declare this, the next chapter of your life will not look like the last. What broke you before will no longer have the power to break you. What drained you before will no longer have the power to drain you. What silenced you before will no longer have the power to silence you. You are stepping into a season of strength, of clarity, of victory. You are chosen, and because you are chosen, you cannot be stopped. Think of every battle you have walked through, not as a punishment, but as a revelation of the strength that already lives inside of you. For years, you thought you were fragile, thought you were weak, thought that your heart could not possibly endure another blow. And yet, time after time, storm after storm, loss after loss, you rose. Bruised maybe, but not broken. Bent maybe, but never destroyed. That in itself is proof. You are far stronger than you realize. Your life has been like a battlefield where unseen wars raged. You have fought battles in silence, ones no one else knew you were carrying. While others lived carefree, you were the one awake at midnight, wrestling with thoughts, wrestling with doubts, wrestling with the weight of responsibilities that seemed heavier than your own shoulders could bear. But the truth is this: God has been in every single one of those battles with you. You never fought alone. The enemy tried to convince you that you were abandoned, that God was silent, that your prayers were wasted words falling on deaf ears. But now, as you look back, you can see the evidence. You can see how things that should have destroyed you only made you wiser. You can see how doors that slammed in your face protected you from paths that would have led to destruction. You can see how betrayals carved away the false so that only the true could remain. Beloved, the truth is this: your enemies have underestimated you. They thought that the attacks would leave you powerless, but instead, every attack has only revealed the depth of your resilience. Every time you rose, it confused them. Every time you survived, it shook them. Every time you refused to give up, it reminded them that you are not like everyone else. And let me declare something to you. Your adversaries are trembling right now. They may not say it, they may not show it, but they see the shift happening in your life, and it terrifies them. They sense that the very power of God is about to manifest in you in such a way that everything they tried to steal will be restored. Everything they tried to kill will be resurrected, and everything they tried to block will suddenly open in your favor. Yes, they laughed when you were down. Yes, they whispered when you were at your lowest. Yes, they even tried to convince others to count you out. But God saw it all. Every word, every scheme, every attempt to tarnish your name or break your spirit, it did not go unnoticed. Heaven keeps records, and heaven has declared that your vindication is near. I know it has felt unfair. I know it has felt lonely. I know it has seemed at times like evil had the upper hand. But you must understand, God was not ignoring your pain. He was documenting it. Every tear you cried has been collected. Every sigh of despair has been recorded. And now those very tears are turning into fuel for your breakthrough. Think about this. A soldier is not proven in times of peace. A soldier is proven in the heat of battle. And you, beloved, are that soldier. The fact that you are still here, still breathing, still searching for God, still listening right now, it proves that your faith has not been destroyed, no matter how hard the enemy tried. You've been through financial struggles that could have made you bitter. You've been through heartbreaks that could have closed your heart forever. You've been through betrayals that could have left you cold and hardened. And yet, you still have compassion. You still have love. You still have the ability to forgive. Do you realize how powerful that is? That's not ordinary. That's divine strength flowing through you. And this is why the enemy fears you. Because even when life gave you reasons to hate, you chose love. Even when you were given reasons to give up, you kept moving. Even when your body was weary, your spirit whispered, "Keep going." That whisper was God's voice inside of you, refusing to let the darkness win. Now comes the turning point. You may not see it fully yet, but it has already begun. Your spirit is awakening. Your discernment is sharpening. The weight you've carried is about to fall off. You are about to walk lighter, freer, stronger, and those who thought they had defeated you will be forced to watch as you rise. There's something holy about what's happening inside of you. The pain is becoming wisdom. The wounds are becoming weapons. The rejection is becoming redirection. What the enemy meant for evil, God is flipping into good. That's why even your adversaries are uneasy. They sense that the hand of God is moving in your favor. They sense that what they tried to kill is coming back to life with greater power than before. And let me say this, do not worry about fighting your enemies anymore. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to prove yourself. You don't need to retaliate. God Himself is fighting for you. He is setting the stage for your vindication. He is orchestrating things behind the scenes that will reveal your true strength and silence every lie spoken against you. Some of you have been praying, "God, just give me strength to endure one more day." But what you don't realize is that strength is already inside of you. You've proven it 100 times without even noticing. If you survive the betrayal, if you survive the heartbreak, if you survive the emptiness, then what's coming next will not only feel lighter, but will also feel redemptive. Beloved, your rise is not just for you. Your story will be a testimony to others who are still in the pit, still in the fire, still in the storm. When they look at you, they will see what it means to endure. They will see what it means to be carried by God. They will see that it's possible to come out not only alive, but stronger, wiser, more radiant than before. And let me tell you this, with all authority, the very people who counted you out will soon have no choice but to count you in. The very people who dismissed you will have to acknowledge your calling. The very people who tried to bury you will have to admit that you are chosen, and nothing can stop what God is about to do in your life. You've fought your battles, you've carried your cross, you've endured your midnight, and now the dawn is approaching. There comes a moment in the life of every chosen one when the hidden becomes visible, when the secret battles you endured in silence are suddenly revealed for what they truly were. Divine preparation for a public victory. You see, God does not allow your suffering to remain invisible forever. He is a God of justice, and justice demands that what was done in the dark be brought into the light. That time is now drawing near. For too long, it felt as though your enemies mocked you with impunity. They whispered lies, spread rumors, and smiled at your downfall as if there would never be consequences. But they forgot one simple truth: the eyes of the Lord never close. He saw every scheme, every betrayal, every false word spoken against you, and He has already determined the outcome. What they meant for your destruction will be the very evidence of your vindication. God is about to reveal justice publicly. He is about to turn what was whispered behind your back into a platform for your testimony. He is about to take every attempt to shame you and transform it into honor. The same mouths that spoke against you will be forced to witness your rise. The same hands that tried to hold you down will be powerless as God Himself lifts you up. Beloved, this is the season of reversal. The balance is shifting. The scales are tipping in your favor. Where you once felt rejected, you will soon be celebrated. Where you once felt overlooked, You will soon be chosen openly. Where you once felt defeated, you will soon walk in victory, and it will not be quiet. It will be undeniable. God has a way of preparing a table before you in the very presence of your enemies, and that is exactly what He is doing right now. But let us go deeper. Why does God allow this kind of reversal to be so visible? Because your story is not just about you. It is about every soul watching from the sidelines, wondering if righteousness still matters, wondering if integrity is still rewarded, wondering if faith is still worth holding on to. Your breakthrough will be their confirmation. Your vindication will be their encouragement. Your rising will be the proof that heaven does not forget, and that God Himself defends those He has chosen. I know you've been weary. I know the battles have drained you, but take courage now. You are on the edge of seeing what all those battles were for. The pain had a purpose. The delay was divine. The silence was not absence. It was set up. And now, as the curtains are pulled back, you will see what God has been orchestrating all along. The truth is, He was never late. He was strategic. If He had elevated you too soon, you would have been surrounded by the wrong people, poisoned by false friends, sabotaged by jealous hands. So He allowed the pruning. He allowed the shaking. He allowed the exposure of hidden motives. And though it hurt, it cleared the stage. Now, when He places you where you belong, no one will be able to take the credit but Him. This is your season of victory, and I need you to let that sink in, not shallowly but deeply. You are not entering into another battle just to survive. You are entering into a season where you will thrive. You will see the fruit of your endurance. You will see the reward for your faith. You will see the justice of God displayed not only in your spirit, but in your circumstances. Let me speak directly to your heart. Stop expecting the worst. Stop anticipating disappointment. Stop assuming that the pattern of yesterday will repeat itself tomorrow. That cycle has been broken. That curse has been shattered. God is rewriting your story even now. The doors that once slammed shut will open with ease. The voices that once mocked will grow silent. The shame that once haunted you will dissolve into joy. And here is the healing encouragement you need. You do not have to strive for this. You do not have to chase it. You do not have to beg for it. It is already yours. God has already decreed it. Your only task now is to stand in faith, to hold your head high and to keep walking as if it's already done, because in heaven it already is. Think of Joseph, who was thrown into a pit by his brothers, sold into slavery, falsely accused, and left in prison. For years it looked like his life was nothing but injustice after injustice. But when the time was right, God lifted him from the prison to the palace in a single day. His story wasn't just about his survival, it was about God proving to everyone around him that the one they rejected was the one He had chosen. Your story carries the same pattern. What looked like a pit season is turning into a palace season. And let me give you this call to action. Do not shrink when the blessing comes. Do not apologize for the favor God is placing on your life. Do not try to downplay the victory out of fear of offending those who once doubted you. Walk boldly, stand tall, shine brightly, because your light is not arrogance, it is evidence. It is evidence that God is faithful. It is evidence that darkness does not win. It is evidence that being chosen may cost you everything, but it also carries a reward that nothing in this world can match. Yes, you've been through the fire. Yes, you've walked through the valley. Yes, you've cried rivers of tears, but the fire did not consume you. The valley did not end you. The tears did not drown you. Instead, they became the very proof of your resilience and the very fuel for your elevation. This is why you must lift your eyes now. Stop looking at the ashes of what was lost and start looking at the horizon of what is coming. The season you are stepping into is not a continuation of defeat. It is the dawn of victory. You are about to see divine justice displayed openly. You are about to walk into a reversal so complete that people will barely recognize the you who once suffered in silence. Beloved, take this to heart. You are not just surviving anymore. You are conquering. You are not just enduring anymore. You are flourishing. You are not just hoping anymore. You are walking into fulfillment. And the whole world will know. This is what happens when God strengthens His chosen in dark times. Let us pause for a moment and examine why your journey has carried so much resistance, why the attacks against you have seemed relentless, and why the path of the chosen is never smooth. Because if you understand the reasons behind the storms, then the storms will no longer terrify you. Instead, they will confirm who you are and what you carry. The truth is, opposition always reveals assignment. The intensity of the battles you've faced is not random. It is proportional to the greatness inside of you. If your life was meant to be ordinary, you would not have endured extraordinary warfare. The envy, the betrayal, the gossip, the silent sabotage, it all came because others saw, even if only subconsciously, that you were marked by heaven. They may not have had the words for it, but they felt it. You carry light, and light always irritates those who prefer the shadows. There is a paradox here that few understand. The very evidence of your calling is often found in the resistance you face. Chosen ones are not attacked because they are weak. They are attacked because they are powerful. The enemy does not waste energy on those who pose no threat, and you, beloved, have always been a threat. From the time you were young, something about you was different. You thought differently. You felt more deeply. You noticed things others overlooked. And because of that, life seemed harder, heavier, more complicated. But in reality, that was training. God was refining you, sharpening you, building within you the strength to carry a mission far greater than yourself. Consider this. Why did Joseph's brothers despise him? Because of his dream. Why did Saul despise David? Because of his anointing. Why did religious leaders despise Jesus? Because of his authority. The pattern is ancient and unchanging. Those chosen by God often provoke opposition in people whose own insecurities cannot handle the light of another's calling. This brings us to the psychology of those who opposed you. Understand this, and you will stop taking their actions personally. Many who wounded you did so because your very existence reminded them of their own lack. Your kindness exposed their bitterness. Your consistency revealed their instability. Your resilience magnified their excuses. And instead of learning from your light, they tried to extinguish it. But remember, their behavior was not about your weakness. It was about their fear of your strength. This is why some people betrayed you without reason, why others tried to tear down your name, why still others withdrew their love when you needed it most. It wasn't that you were unworthy of love or loyalty. It was that your presence stirred their shadows, and rather than confronting their own emptiness, they projected it onto you. Yet here lies another paradoxical law. What they did to hurt you became the very tool God used to prepare you. Their rejection pushed you into deeper dependence on God. Their betrayal taught you discernment. Their mockery built resilience. Without realizing it, your adversaries became unintentional teachers. They strengthened the very qualities they hoped to destroy. Now see how all of this connects to your soul's mission. Your life was never about ease, it was about impact. You were not called to drift quietly through existence. You were called to shake atmospheres, to shift generations, to break cycles of pain that have plagued families and communities for years. That is why the resistance has been so fierce. Darkness always resists the one carrying light, but darkness also always loses because light cannot be overcome. Beloved, your soul came here with an assignment. That's why you've always felt different. That's why crowds never satisfied you. That's why material success alone could not fill the emptiness. Your spirit has always longed for something deeper, something eternal, something that matters beyond applause or possessions. That longing is not weakness, it is evidence of your mission. Look back over your life and you'll see the pattern. The very things that caused you pain also revealed your calling. Were you rejected? Then your mission involves acceptance and healing. Were you betrayed? Then your mission involves loyalty and restoration. Were you silenced? Then your mission involves voice and truth. God does not waste pain, He transforms it into purpose. And now, having endured the furnace of affliction, you are ready to step into that mission with authority. Not as someone bitter, but as someone refined. Not as someone broken, but as someone unshakable. Not as someone ordinary, but as someone chosen. This is why you cannot compare your journey to anyone else's. Their roads may have seemed easier, but their calling is not yours. You were given heavier burdens because you were built to carry greater glory. You endured harsher seasons because you were designed for higher assignments. What looked like delay was actually preparation. What looked like punishment was actually promotion in disguise. Think of the paradox again. The more you were pressed, the more oil was produced. The more you were crushed, the more fragrance was released. The more you were hidden, the more powerful your unveiling will be. Nothing was wasted, not a single tear, not a single disappointment, not a single betrayal. All of it has been woven into the tapestry of your mission. So take heart. Do not despise the wounds. Do not curse the darkness. Instead, recognize them as confirmations that you are walking the path of the chosen. The enemy would not fight you if you were not carrying something worth fighting for, and God would not allow it if He did not intend to transform it into something glorious. Your soul's mission is becoming clearer now. You are not here merely to survive. You are here to lead. You are here to heal. You are here to break chains. You are here to reveal what it means to live as one marked by heaven. And that is why God is strengthening you even in dark times. Because the mission ahead requires not just survival, but authority, clarity, and unwavering faith. Beloved, understand this final truth. Everything you have endured was not random, it was revelation. It revealed your strength, it revealed your calling, it revealed your mission. And though the attacks have been fierce, the anointing on your life is fiercer. Though the battles have been long, the victory will be longer. Though the pain has been real, the glory will be greater. So walk boldly now. You are not confused. You are chosen. You are not lost. You are led. You are not broken. You are being built. And the mission of your soul will shine so brightly that no darkness will ever be able to cover it again. Beloved, after everything you have walked through, after every tear, every silence, every betrayal, every unseen battle, hear me now. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not cursed. You are the chosen one. And the fact that you are still here, still breathing, still searching for truth, still clinging to hope is proof that the hand of God has never left you. The road has been long and hard, yes. The nights have been heavy, yes. But this is not the end of your story. The darkness you have endured has been the backdrop against which your light will shine the brightest. And now the winds are shifting. The season is changing. The dawn you thought would never come is already breaking over your life. I speak this over you. Good is coming. Healing is coming. Restoration is coming. Joy is coming. You will not always feel the weight you feel now. You will not always carry the scars of yesterday's battles. God is lifting you into a season where your scars will tell a story, not of defeat, but of triumph. Where your wounds will become windows through which others will see His glory. I need you to receive this. Your future is not a repetition of your past. The pain you endured before will not define the days ahead. The betrayals you suffered will not dictate the relationships God is about to send. The losses you mourned will not overshadow the blessings about to unfold. Everything is shifting. Everything is aligning. The very heavens are conspiring in your favor because you belong to the one who holds all power. So walk with your head high, walk with your shoulders back, walk as one who knows that even in the valley you were never abandoned. Walk as one who knows that even in the fire you were never consumed. Walk as one who knows that every dark season was training ground for the victory now before you. I see you standing stronger, clearer, brighter than ever before. I see opportunities opening that once seemed impossible. I see relationships restored that once seemed shattered. I see provision flowing where there was once only lack, and I see peace, deep, unshakable peace, settling over your heart like a blanket after a long storm. You are not stepping into a season of striving. You are stepping into a season of receiving. Receiving strength, receiving love, receiving clarity, receiving favor. And none of it will be because you manipulated it or forced it. It will be because you endured. It will be because you trusted. It will be because God Himself has declared, "This is my chosen one, and I will not allow them to be put to shame." But hear me, this is not just about what God will do for you. This is about what He will do through you. Others will look at your life and find hope again. They will see your rise and believe, and in their own. They will witness your healing and know that theirs is possible too. You will become living proof that dark times do not last forever, but chosen ones do. And here is your call to action. Do not shrink back. Do not let fear tell you that you are unworthy. Do not let past wounds convince you that joy cannot be yours. Step forward. Step into the light. Step into the calling that has been waiting for you. God has already equipped you. The strength is already inside of you. The favor is already surrounding you. The doors are already unlocking. Your only task is to walk through them with faith. Say it aloud if you can. I am chosen. I am strengthened. I am victorious. Speak it into your atmosphere. Write it where you can see it. Remind yourself every day until your heart believes what heaven already knows. Because your words carry power, and when you align your voice with God's truth, nothing in this world can stand against you. And as you walk forward, know this: you are not alone. Heaven's armies surround you. Angels go before you. God Himself is your defender, your provider, your healer, your guide. You are covered. You are protected. You are held in hands that will never let you fall. So, beloved, let the past be the past. Release the bitterness, the disappointment, the unanswered questions. They no longer serve you. Step into this new season unburdened, light, free. For what is ahead is far greater than what is behind. And as we close this moment together, I leave you with this gentle reassurance. You are loved more than you can comprehend. You are stronger than you realize. You are nearer to breakthrough than you think. And no matter what darkness may try to whisper, the truth has already been written. Light wins. You win. Carry this with you as you go. Chosen ones never fall without being lifted higher. Chosen ones never break without being rebuilt stronger. Chosen ones never walk into darkness without carrying the flame that will light the way. Your story is not over. It is only beginning, and the best chapters are yet to come. So rise, beloved. Rise in strength. Rise in courage. Rise in hope. And as you rise, may your life be the living testimony of what it means to be chosen by God in dark times and to triumph because of it. Until we meet again, walk boldly, love deeply, and never forget, you are chosen, and nothing in this world can ever change that.